guys, and welcome back to Mel's Beauty Hangout. Today we're going to be talking about 4 of the e.l.f. Sculpting Silk Eyeshadows. The brown one called Brown Beauties. We have a purple one. It is called Berry Please. A more smoky eye one called Smoke Stopper. And then we have a rosy one called Rosé All Day. I'm going to show you how to get 4 different looks with each of these eyeshadows. I'm also going to show you guys how I interchange my eyeshadows. So obviously I'm going to do 4 eyeshadows looks. So if I'm using like the brown one, and then I'm going to switch to the like a darker one instead of doing all my makeup all over again 4 different times because my face will literally hate me. I'm going to show you some different tips to if you mess up your eyeshadow or want to change your eyeshadow look anytime throughout the day or night or whatever it is. I'm going to show you some tips, so be out on the lookout for that. And so if you're interested in seeing what I think about them, the swatching, how they wear, how they last, then go ahead and keep on watching. So first let's talk about the eyeshadows. So it's the e.l.f. 3D eyeshadows, and so one color is satin, one is going to be a shimmer, and one is going to be matte, which I think is stunning. And so we're gonna go in with the Berry Please one today. For first, I guess. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is it's just plastic, and then when you open it up, you get 3 different shades. And so I'll show you guys what the swatches look like. I believe the pink is the satin one, the purple is going to be the shimmer, and the gray blackish is going to be the matte. So throughout all of these colors, I'm going to go in with the Shade and Light palette and a Pro Longwear paint pot in soft ochre, just because I wanted to make sure that all these eyeshadows do get a fair shot. So I'm just taking a little bit of my finger and I'm going to put that all over my eyelids. So we're going to use our Morphe E27 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up this light pink shade. We're just going to put that in our crease for our transition. And these are only 3 colors, and I just wanted to use all 3 colors for this look. So it's going to be pretty simple, but obviously not all these are going to be everyday makeup look. But you can use 3 eyeshadows and make an entire makeup look. So we're going to go into the purple shade here with our E25 brush. This one is a little shimmer. This one is the shimmer one. So I'm gonna work that into the crease as well, but I'm going to keep it on the lower crease and then put it all over my eyelid. This color is okay. I don't know how well it's showing up for you guys, but it's a little patchy, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's not bad, honestly, and I believe these are, I think, $3 each. I'll put it somewhere over here, because I can't remember how much they are. And then we're just gonna do the same thing to the other eye. It's pretty blended as it's going to be. And with that pink shade, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So it's not harsh, no harsh lines. Right, and then for the next step, we're gonna go into the Morphe 321 or pick up that gray black shade. We're just gonna use it in the outer V for a nice smoky look. Actually, I'm gonna go with this brush right here. I don't know the name of it. Oh, Glamour Dolls 10. I don't remember where it came from, but I'm just gonna go in and buff. Alright, so I had to open up my window because I was like dying of heat in here. So I'm just going to clean up the edges quick. Now I'm going to do a voiceover and show you guys how I do finish off the eyes and then do the face, and then I will be back to show you how to interchange the eyeshadows, so then we can go into another trio. So let's finish up the face.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick voiceover and show you guys how I just got ready the whole face. So I went in with this L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. It is freaking amazing. You need to go check it out. I love it. And then I'm going to show you guys kind of how I sort of put on my eyelashes. I'm out of frame, so I just don't want to show you guys. But if you want a tutorial, let me know. And how to get some water, you know, girls Thursday. And then I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs eyeliner to tight line my eyes. You know how important that is. And then I go in with this e.l.f. Prep and Prime Balm. And then with the Hangover RX by Too Faced to prime my face. This just makes my face really moisturized. And then I go with the CoverGirl Elixir, Healthy Elixir Foundation. If you're interested in knowing or want to know more full review on it, I will link it in my description box below. So I just go in and blend it all over with my L'Oreal Beauty Sponge, which I've been actually really liking a lot lately. And then we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have it in both light medium, which is what I'm applying right now. And then I just go over that a little bit with the light one. And I kind of put on a lot of concealer, so I just like to be really concealed. And I just go ahead and blend that out as well with my L'Oreal sponge. And then I go in with this Morphe, I don't know if it's really a concealer brush, but like a buffing brush. And I just go into the inner corner with that because it really helps smooth everything out and blend everything out so that you don't go in the inner corner with your beauty sponge and ruin your eyeshadow. And then I go with my RCMA powder, and this is, I really like to bake, but honestly it's like my lazy way of powdering my entire face. So I'm just really working in the powder throughout my entire face, but really focusing more on my under eyes. And then while that's setting and baking, we're going to go into our eyebrows, and we're going to do our eyebrows, and I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in chocolate. It's really easy to remember. If you guys want to honestly know or see a tutorial, just let me know in the comments below or give this video a thumbs up. I'd take a long time, so I don't know if you'd be really interested in seeing that. I go with my dual fiber brush and blend it all away. And I know it might look like my face is a little bit lighter than my body, but it's not. It's just the lighting. And I'm going to go in with the Butter Bronzer with this Morphe brush that I am absolutely loving. I'm not a huge contour person. I mean, I do like a sharp cheekbone, but I feel like this brush really does it for you, but it makes it more, like, defined. Not defined, but... And then I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. Kabuki brush to smooth out that bronzer. Then I go back in with the RCMA powder using that beauty sponge from L'Oreal, and I just kind of carve out any of that bronzer that kind of got a little bit too low on my face. And then I go in with my favorite blush ever. It's Ulta Princess. Their blushes are absolutely fantastic, and I get really crazy with my blush because I love using a blush. And then using the best drugstore highlighter, in my opinion, is the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch. And I'll put that on my cheekbones, on above my eyebrows, and I'm going to put a little bit on my nose and my cupid's bow. This just really helps give your face a really nice all over glow and doesn't make you look as matte because obviously I put on a lot of powder. And I'm just going in with my dual fiber brush and dusting away all of that powder. I'm going to go in with the Colourpop lip gloss in Finders Keepers. And also, you guys may notice the lighting will be changing a lot throughout my video. It's just because I'm in natural light and I can't help it. And for the bottom lashes, I'm just using the Gigablack mascara from MAC because I want to keep them pretty simple since I want to focus on the eyes. And lastly, I use the primer water from Smashbox to really set my face and to not make it look as powdery.
So, hey guys, so this is the final makeup look with the Berry Please 3D eyeshadow. So now I'm going to show you guys how to take off the eye look without ruining the rest of your face so we can apply the next color. And once again, if you guys are new here, I do live in Chicago and I live right on a very busy street. I'm really sorry. So what you're going to need is micellar water. This is just one from CVS because it's cheaper than the Garnier one, but the Garnier one works absolutely perfect. I love micellar water. I think it's so nice. So you're going to need some cotton pads and then also some Q-tips. So basically the first thing I do is obviously I'm going to take off my eyelashes. This will be really fun to apply eyelashes 4 times today. I'm going to go with the micellar water and just put a little bit on a cotton pad. We're going to fold it in fourths. So you're going to fold it in half and then fold it again in fourths. And we're just going to dab on our eyelid, very soft strokes, because if you just like start going crazy, you might get your mascara in there and then it's gonna look like a hot mess over this. And then we'll go near the lash line in a second, but like that. As you can see, most of it is off without the rest of my makeup. So I'm gonna go with the Q-tip and just go across my eyelash line to get the remainder. I just do kind of flicky motions to get like the rest of that gray. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Alright, so this is what the eyes look like. There's obviously a clear difference for where the eyeshadow was. But, so I'm going to go in with my concealer brush. With my concealer brush, I have no product on it. And I'm just going to lightly buff away that line. So this is the Morphe E45. That. Alright, so we're going to go back in with our MAC paint pot again and with our shade and light palette or translucent shade, whatever you want to do to set the paint pot. We're just going to do that whole process again like we did at the beginning. See? You would have no idea or be able to tell that I had different eyeshadow on. Let's go into our smoky eye look because it goes with the shirt. Actually, all these go with the shirt, so maybe I'll just leave the shirt on. So this is the Smoke Stopper. This is the satin, the shimmer, and the matte. So we're going to do what we did. I'm pretty much going to be doing the same steps that we did in our previous eye. So like this will be the transition. This will be the whole lid, and this will be their outer V. Just because on the other ones, like, it will look pretty on all of them. So you obviously don't have to do this eye look for every single one, but for me, this is what makes the most sense. So we're gonna go into our E40 brush by Sigma. It's pretty much the same as this brush here. It's a little bit more dense, but I like it. So we're just gonna work that in our crease. Okay, then we're going to go into our Morphe 433 brush. I'm going to pick up that gray shimmery shade here. And we're just going to work that into our, onto our lid. I really like these eyeshadows. A lot. I think for the price, these are literally, I am so impressed with them, and I feel like e.l.f. has done just a beautiful job at really recreating or really stepping up their game with their brand, and still making their eyeshadows or their products still pretty reasonable. I know some products, their skincare and stuff is more expensive, but I wouldn't want to pay $1 for a moisturizer. I don't know if you would, but I wouldn't, because then it's probably going to be horrible for your skin. So I'm really impressed with e.l.f. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and do our other eye. Alright, so now since I did that, those colors, I'm taking my Duo Fiber brush and I just sweep. Off any fallout. So then we're going to go back in with this funky little brush, the Glamour Dolls 10. I'll try to look it up online and link it below, but so we're going to go in with this shade right here. It looks a little bit similar to the one we just did but this looks a little bit more black. So I'm just going in, just like I did with the last eye, I'm just going in and doing the outer crease. And if you want to avoid fallout, make sure you're always tapping off the excess. And again, like for a darker eyeshadow look like this, I would definitely recommend doing it before your foundation, but I'm just showing you an option if you wanted to do it while your foundation was on, because it can be a little intimidating, not gonna lie, but yo girl, got you covered. So going back in with that lighter gray shade, and I'm just going to buff out the edges so everything blends seamlessly. And we're gonna go back in with that Morphe 433 with no product on it to buff out the edges between the lighter gray and the black. Now that you guys are a little bit closer, you can see kind of what the eyeshadow looks like now. It's just a really pretty smoky eye. So I just go back in again and wipe away any excess, anything like that. And there you go. I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the final makeup look for the Smoke Showstopper. I really like it. I think it's a really good universal smoky eye. And yeah, so this is it. Let's go on to our next one. So as before, you guys saw how I took off my eye makeup. I'm going to do that quickly just because you guys already saw it. So let's go ahead and start taking off our eye look. Okay, so we're going to go back in with our MAC, their soft ochre, with our soft ochre paint spot from MAC, and with the Shade of Light palette once again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go into the e.l.f. Rose All Day palette, and here will be the swatches. These are beautiful colors as well. We have the satin, the shimmer, and the matte, and they are truly stunning. I think they're just beautiful. So we're gonna go back in with the E40 brush, and just so you know, just to let you guys know, I am using the brush bath from It Cosmetics to wash my brushes when I'm interchanging eyeshadow palettes, so that I don't put black on top of my eyes with the rose. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with the shade right here, and we're gonna work that all in our transition like we did past the other two palettes. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit. There we go. So yeah, that's a really pretty transition shade. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go in with that shimmer shade on our Morphe 433. And we're gonna put that on our lid. Can't tell if that's picking up on camera, but for some reason I don't feel like the color's really going on my lid that well. It looks like more of a darker like rose gold color, but it's just not doing much for my eyes. Then, you know, we're gonna go in with the Glamour Dolls. Really excited for the shade. We're just gonna go into this one and work it in our outer corner. Okay, so it looks a little bit choppy right now, but we're gonna go back into the shade right here, to the shade right here, and we're just gonna kind of blend it all out. And then this is the third look. Like I said, this one wasn't applying that well compared to this one, if you can see the difference, but I still like it. So I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final look with the Rosé All Day palette. And yeah, I really like the colors. I think it's beautiful. I think this is a definitely really good trio. The shimmer kind of didn't fully go on, but they're due. Let's go into our last shade, the On Beauty's shade. Let's go ahead and jump right into the next palette. I just took off all that eyeshadow. I don't know if you can tell on camera, you probably can't, but my eyelids are starting to feel a little bit raw. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Pep and Prime, and I'm gonna take that my concealer brush like this, and I'm just gonna work that all over my eyelid just to kind of make it come back to life and not be raw. So we're gonna just do what we've been doing for the past 3 times. Matte Soft Ochre Paint Pot palette and the Shade and Light palette. Okay, so the last trio of the 3D eyeshadows from e.l.f. is the Brown Beauties. And I'm going to show you guys what the swatches look like. These look really pretty. Definitely looks like a really good transition shade, the shimmer shade in the middle, and the matte shade to the very far right. I definitely think this will be my go-to palette. Go into the satin shade here and use that as a transition shade. So that is the transition shade. I'm gonna go into the shade right here. This is a really, really pretty brown shade. We're going to go in with that Glamour Dolls number 10, and we're gonna go into the last shade here and work it in our outer crease. And then we're just gonna go into that lighter shade again and just blend everything out. Probably tell I had a hell of a lot of fallout. So we're gonna take our dual fiber brush and get that out of here. Just like that. Okay, so this is what it looks like with my lashes on. All 4 of them, I do really like this one the best. I just think it's the most neutral, and since I do have brown eyes, it just really makes my brown eyes pop. So I actually do have an announcement. If you stayed this far in the video, you will now know I will be New York resident. I am moving to New York City in about a month. If most of my videos going up, it'll be about a month when I move to New York City. I'm so excited, so my background will be completely different then, but I will have a ton of pre-filmed videos for you guys, so you'll never miss out on any content. Once again, if you guys did like this video, make sure you subscribe before you leave, thumbs it up, and yeah. Say bye. Elsa and I say take care. She's coming to New York with me. So take care.